So today we're going to work with WordPress, the world's #1 used platform for making websites. There are two websites to pay attention to. There is wordpress.org. This is the original organization that created WordPress. Everything is free. Everything. Themes, plugins, you name it. WordPress is an open source software, just much like GIMP and Blender. Those programs we use to make cool things. And it's online. It's free forever. In order to use WordPress, you need a server of your own, or you need to get a hosting service. There's another website called wordpress.com. And this is a spin-off from wordpress.org, and it's allowing you to log in, create a page easily using their wordpress.com address. Right now I have one here, for example, kind of a demo just for you. So wordpress.com and view murphdog, wordpress.com. Let's see. To actually view the site, I have it private, so you can't see it right now. It would be wordpress.com/murphdog, I believe. There is a limitation to WordPress.com. WordPress.com makes it kind of dummy-proof, kind of get you going to make a cool site. It does use a lot of the things that we're going to be talking about for CSS and so forth. However, if you want to create a very custom, very dynamic website, you would find 4,000 very powerful themes that are free, or you can go online and type WordPress themes, and there are millions of sites that have premium style themes, and you can buy them for $60, for example, which, if you're doing a big website for a big company, really, it's not a big deal. You just charge it to the company. Or you can do subscription services where you actually subscribe for unlimited downloads. So you pay monthly and you get unlimited themes to use. So just keep that in mind. If you're going to create your own website, you go to GoDaddy, you set it up. You can use all this material that is free to you, or you can buy the premium stuff. Now, WordPress.com does not allow you to do a lot of that stuff. It's limiting, but it does the trick. And at any time, you can upgrade, okay, and kind of take advantage of those free things. But you're buying your plan, like as you would GoDaddy, through WordPress.com. You get to change your address to a legit address with a free domain. Then you get more bells and whistles as well. So this is a good place to kind of get started. Get your feet wet. Build a site that you're like, I do want to use this for professional use or not. When you're ready, just go ahead and buy the domain, and you're up and running. Or you can transfer it to another domain if you already have one. So let's start with WordPress.com. So everybody go to WordPress.com. And I already have a site, so it would be my site. I believe to start a new one, you're going to make sure you're over here and you go add a new site. Now here it is where you can upload a website that you already have. Let's say you took it out of GoDaddy and you upload it, I think. But let's just do start now. And you have a choice of blog, business, professional, online store. You need to purchase to be an online store. Now, a blog, is bottom up. It's like a journal. It's like, remember if you did Blogger, it's kind of like that. It is not designed to be a web page, but you can convert it easily into a web page. Let's go to business. Let's say I want to do a restaurant. So next you're going to give it a name. So I'm going to call it food yum. That's the name of my website, food yum yum, and the type of domain you want. And it looks like you can register and get it all going for $40 a year. Pretty cool, right? Or you can choose this one, which is some kind of variation with numbers and WordPress.com for free. I would imagine that's what you want to do today. So click select. They're still going to try to sell you. Look at that. This is all new. I have not seen this yet. They're going to keep trying to sell you stuff. So let's start with free Looks like they're trying to get you started if you wanted to actually pay into something, but the free version used to be more free looking when you start, but now they're trying to get you to pay more. So here it is. Basics now is to update, launch your site, because it's private by the start. And when you're ready, you're going to launch it. Now, this is a button to do that. And then you can also edit on your mobile app. So if you do launch your site, and it's no harm, no foul, if you do that, again, they're going to ask you, it looks like they're going to ask you for purchasing your domain. Look at that. Wow. So we're just going to say, no, skip the purchase. And continue with your free site. Wow, they try to hit you twice, so pay close attention to that. This is all new, brand new. It looks like it just came out, this method for getting started. That's quite annoying. But anyway, so if I click view my site, let me show you what you get. You get, well, a template, right? So you have, words here, you have numbers, you get some place to put message and all that good stuff. Now, your job is to customize this, right? Kind of make it yours, maybe swap out pictures, change the wording here, of course, and change the name and address, and then connect your email, and we'll see how to do that shortly. So no matter what you chose, they're all going to have some kind of a starter template that you need to modify. So now, how do you edit the site? That's the big question, right? So I have food, yum, yum right here. I'm looking at the desktop version. If I want to look at the tablet version, this is what it would look like on a tablet. Very cool. What would it look like on a phone? Notice the responsive design. This is important. All the images reshape themselves. Everything reshapes itself. That's something that goes into your CSS planning if you were to design your website from scratch. Now, over here, there's an edit button. So let's go ahead and click that edit button. And it says, hey, welcome to the editor. And it gives you a little summary of how this works. And you're like, okay, get started. In the editor, this is one level of the editor. The other, the other is here. You can, for example, you have home, stats, plans, site. You got pages, posts, media, comment, feedback, design, tools, manage. So there's two levels of design work that you can do. And so this one here will get you started. You start with design. You click customize. And what you get to do is you get to change where your menus are, the site identity, and those kinds of things. So let's take a time to do that right now. Under design, so for those of you who are just getting going here, go down to design, customize. Now, if you want to change your theme, you can certainly do that at any time. You change your mind, you're like, I really want to change it up. I could change it there. Show all themes will give you the thousands of different themes that you can choose from. Customize will be the time when you can change its values and its look. Look at CSS. You can, darn it all. Doesn't look like you can customize your CSS without an upgrade. I did not know that. So for this tutorial today and for this experience, you will not be able to change your CSS as of right now. We can do a lot of things for this. Now, if you are, let's go here to where it says homepage settings. If you are looking at what looks like a blog, a blog, let me show you what it looks like. If it looks like this, kind of not really not looking well, and it says, you haven't written anything yet, and it has dates on the bottom, and this is comments, leave comments. That's a blog format, and it might be that you have your homepage setting to your latest post. This is the first thing that you want to check to make sure it's static page and that you choose from one of your pages. Now, if depending on the template, they might have already 4 or 5 pages for you to work with. You would choose the page that makes the most sense for your home page. If you want to continue to have a blog in your website, you can do that as well. But we need to actually establish that. And then this says hide homepage title. That means if we uncheck this, it'll say home on the top, which is annoying. You don't want that. So we just hide that. So it's a little setting, a CSS setting actually, which when this is enabled, it makes it go away. Inside the design template. Each template has its own color settings that you can change and schemata that you can change as well. So homepage settings we did. Now we're going to go back and let's look at site identity. This is where you select a logo to display on your site. So let's try to change that up. I'm going to just find something to play with. I'm going to go on my pictures. I'm going to use this lemon because it's a lemonade stand. I'm going to click select. It allows you to resize the kind of look and feel if you like. Crop it. And bam, I got a big old logo on the top there. So that's where the logo goes. More likely you're going to want a banner. You're going to want a longer looking logo or a much smaller one so that it's just small right up in here. So you're going to want to mess around with that. For now, I'm going to remove mine. And then you're going to go site title. And you're going to, obviously make sure it makes total sense the way you want it. And tagline. This is the second line of your title, your subtitle, where you find yummy food, for example. And then you could, say, hey, I don't want to do that. If I have my logo here and I don't want the title and the subtitle to be there, I can turn it off. In other words, you have a choice of putting a giant banner here, which I recommend, or leaving the title as such like this. So you have to choose. Site icon. These are going to be small icons that show up at the very top of your website. So instead of the WordPress symbol, you can have your own icon. To get those icons, you can go visit the website, icon finder, for example, and you click on it, type in what you're looking for. So I'd put a burger, for example, and I would click free and make sure I get a free burger. Let's say I'll choose this one here, and look at the different sizes here. So what we want is something that's small. So I'm going to try this one here. It doesn't matter where it goes. You don't have to worry about folders necessarily because everything's in the cloud, but it'd be nice to have things organized so in case you need to come back and get it. So here I would upload the file. So I'm going to go in my downloads because that's where I put it. Grab that burger, drop it in there, select. It's going to ask me to crop and mess around with it. I'm going to say, yeah, I'm good. And now if let's see, where's my view site? I'm going to save changes. Now save changes will, make it so. And if I go back here, let's go back to my sites. I think I did. Oh yeah, view site. Here's what I recommend you do actually. Let's go back. Let's right click, open a new tab. So I have my site here, by the way, with the little icon that I can refresh at any time. So that means I can go back here and continue working in my designer, right? And any changes I make, I can look at, hit refresh to see what the live look looks like. You can see it here as well, but it's always nice to have the fresh new look and say, oh yeah, this is how it looks. So I recommend you right click on that visit site and have it in its own tab so that you can work moving forward. Now footer credit, that's where you go down and you put your business address if you're the web designer, or you can put your business like foodfood.com incorporated at the bottom. Now this looks like they're making it so you have to upgrade. That's great. Let's go to pages. So pages, we have a home page here that we can click on and we can edit. Now the editing tools are new tools to WordPress, and if you are looking at tutorials out there, you probably won't see this, or you may see it, depending on the year of the tutorial. And what they've done is made it so that you create blocks and you fill in the blocks. So for example, this here is a block that has tools for you to edit with. Let's see, you can move them up and down. See how quickly I just moved that down? I can move it up again. So that's kind of a neat thing that's come into play. It makes it kind of easy. You can change your alignments. You can replace stuff. You can upload stuff, insert before, insert after. So if I wanted a new block down here, I would choose insert after, and I can type, and now I have a new block right here that I can then move up, I can move down, and so on and so forth. So it's a kind of a newer style of web design online that people like it because, you know, it's all uniform. If you notice that the blocks are all nicely placed and they're uniform and you don't have to tweak them very much. If you wanted to put something very custom in here in width and height and so forth, you actually have to go in the CSS and make the changes. So for what we have here, you're kind of limited. You can change the HTML inside the block. That's nice, right? So you can edit the HTML. Here we have a paragraph. Look at that. And if you wanted to, you can do an H1, an H2. You can do whatever you want using your HTML skills. You want to embed a YouTube video? Go right ahead. You want to embed a game? Go right ahead, because you have those HTML skills now. So you can do that visually. Okay, that's you're editing visually, or you can edit as HTML. All right, so you can kind of see how easy this little kind of setup is. Drag this up and drag it down. You can click the up and down. Right, so your front page, each website will have a different look and feel. And what you're going to have to do is hopefully find a good way to get comfortable with it. But what's important is that your text, you know, you have some kind of like preset custom settings. So every time you make a new box, let's say you want to add a new page break or paragraph or image. See, look at this. Every time you add a new one, it has these settings, right? So I can add a quote, cover, right? So this is how you add new blocks. There's a whole list of stuff. Ooh, look at that. You have common blocks, which we're on right now. Then you have formatting. You can do code, HTML. Classic WordPress editor. So this is the old version. Let's see, widgets. We'll talk about widgets a little bit later. Nice. Again, I'm getting a new look at this after a long time of being away from WordPress.com. And in embeds, you can put in a YouTube. Oh, look at that. They do it for you. SoundCloud, Spotify. Wow. Okay. So yeah. So instead of embedding it using HTML code, looks like you can do a lot right here. Nice. So I want you all to experiment with these and populate your page as needed. Now this is the front page. I need you all to make more than one page. So let's go back to this editor area and let's go to pages. Now to add a new page, you're going to click add page. And look, they give you some templates. You used to have to do a lot of this yourself in WordPress, but now, you know, you can start with a blank page, or you have, you know, an about page. You kind of give a bio of your business. Update the email, the phone number, and so forth. So let's use this one, for example. If you chose a different template, it might look different on your what you're working with. So here you can go ahead and change this to about, and you can put our pride, right? Meaning our food, our pride, and you can introduce yourself, what you know. So instead of introduce yourself, who you are, what you do, and where you are, I need you to change this. Do not leave this here. Please put best food on the planet, for example. And then you would say here, we take pride in our food. Here's a good place to list some of your primary plates. You know, we specialize in pizzas, grinders, right? If you're selling shoes, what brands do you have, right? Organic, friendly service. And then instead of add what you do, we can say what we provide. We provide pizzas, grinders, or all organic, right? You know, highlight what you do. You're gonna come up with the title of your company. You can sell it Murphy Incorporated, right? So this is a profile for one person. You're going to customize it to make it about your business. You might want to delete some of these, right? Because this is like this looks like a resume. So I'm going to delete this here, remove block, and I'll do the same here, remove block. And then what I might put is Murphy Incorporated 2017 and put located in the hills of Beverly Hills, California. And then I would change this out and I would replace it. Looks like you can just replace. I'm going to go in my media library and just choose my lemon just to see. Oops. Insert. And then, of course, down here, Lemon Incorporated was founded by cool people. Now let's hit publish here. If you go to customize, I want to direct your attention to widgets. Widgets, depending on your theme, can consist of areas on the left, right, top, bottom. A widget is much like an area that exists. So I'm going to call this thing just to try it out. And I'm going to do H1 because I just chose custom HTML, right? So I'm going to go hi and click done. There's my widget. So it can be shown on my page, front page. There we go. Now let's see where that thing went. There it is. It's way down here. So that's a widget. They're basically these little extras. So that one went into the footer. So this is under. So this only has a footer widget. Some other ones will have more widget options. In other words, you can line the bottom here with whatever you want. You can show and hide. You can change what page it shows up on. Some templates, the more expensive ones have tons of widget options. If you look at the school newspaper, you'll see all kinds of, the Red Hawk Report. You'll see all kinds of things happening on the sides, and those are widgets. So this one doesn't have many widgets. Then we have menus. So right now there's no menu. There's a primary menu on the home page, and the primary menu doesn't have any items in it, I believe. So we're going to add items to it. So on the home menu, I would like to add this and this. So I want a home button and the second, the about. And what that should do, if I do save changes, is show up wherever the home menu is supposed to be located. In this case, it's not anywhere. So we need to say it's going to go in the primary. There it is. So this is how you navigate your page. You got a home, you got our pride. I should have showed this first, actually. And then social links. Oh, look at that. It has the social links. And if you check this, that means every page that you make will automatically make a new menu. It'll automatically shine up here, and you don't have to come back here and add another one. So as you make your pages, you don't have to. Now you could also add a new page right here, kind of like outline your website, and that's what I suggest you do. So because I'm going to require you to do a few things. So with the 4 pages, you can have a home page, a products and services page describing what the products are that you have or the services that you provide, and about us or contact. Those can be together. A contact page which includes how to reach you. And then I would like an extra page that you make with 6 different widgets and social tools. Essentially what you're going to do is create a new page, and you can call it miscellaneous if you like, or something fun. And what I want you to do is experiment. Come in here, and I want you to scroll down to go to not formatting, so you can put an HTML code. You want to put a game in there. That's one that you can do. In the embeds, you can put a Facebook, a Spotify, Flickr, Vimeo, Animoto, which is a cool movie thing, Hulu, Kickstarter. Okay, I want you to experiment and find 6 of these that you would like to try out and put in here. So Facebook, put in the URL, and it'll scroll through a Facebook page, for example. So 6 different things. Call it Miss 6 if you like. Just as an exploration. Make sure you have your 4 pages complete, and refresh here, make sure it looks good, and don't be on another page where the address has, you know, more information. I want you to make sure you're on your home page. Click this address and turn it in to Google Classroom. All right, good luck. Happy page making.